Today, guys, we're talking about maceration. All right, maceration in the realm or the space of perfume, right? Nothing else. Maceration. What is maceration? In a nutshell, maceration is the process of allowing a formulation or composition to sit and blend together and become one and become cohesive. All right, so when we understand what a perfume actually is, that brings a bit more, that brings a better understanding of what maceration is, right? So as we know, or most of us would know, a perfume is made up of essential oils, sometimes aroma chemicals, and some type of solvent. So you can use alcohol, which is called perfumer's alcohol. You could use persons blend alcohol and water at times, or you can use a carrier oil, right? So all of these will come under solvents, all right? So that is what a fragrance is. It's a combination of those two things mainly, and these things are raw materials. So when they come together, they don't just smell perfect from the onset. It needs time for the molecules and all the other ingredients to settle and become one. All right, these things have to become one to really smell pleasing to the nose, and again, that takes time. So that can take anywhere from 3 weeks to all the way up to a year. All right, most houses would do 3 to 6 months, especially at the designers and the niche houses. The Middle Easterns, we'll talk about that shortly, but it has to be done for all these ingredients to come together in such a way that it could be offered to the consumer on the market. So what I want to highlight is that maceration takes place with the perfumers in the labs, in the factories, and so on. We as the consumers, we do not macerate fragrances, and that's where a lot of people, kind of get it twisted a little bit. So yes, we as the consumers don't do that. That happens on the other side of the fence with the perfumers and so on. When the consumer finally gets it in an actual bottle, that process now is when we allow it to sit ourselves, that is maturation. All right, that is the process of us, the consumers, allowing the fragrance to mature. That's a different thing. All right, so that is where people kind of mix up the two. Again, with the designer houses and the niche houses, they usually allow their fragrances to macerate properly before they offer it to the consumers. However, we have Middle Eastern houses who the turnover is so quick and they release fragrances so often that sometimes that process is cut short and the fragrance isn't allowed to macerate properly. So by the time the consumer gets it, they will find persons, having little issues. This is very alcohol heavy, or it doesn't smell very well blended. It smells synthetic. It smells cheap. It smells like something is wrong with the fragrance, and that's mainly because it probably didn't macerate properly. All right.